Hey guys, and welcome to the third series on the channel that we're going to be doing until we finish one of the now sets. Uh, this is Brotato. So the main thing about this game is you kind of just go around with a bunch of weapons and try and survive. So what I'm going to be doing is just attempting to do a lot of cool little fun builds. We're going to go with the well-rounded character just so that we can start it off. We aren't doing any like unlimited runs or anything as we want to try and unlock some more characters and things. Now, this is an interesting weapon. We could use a loot. Enemies take more damage. It is a melee weapon, so we're gonna go with just pistol for now. And then as you can see, you can unlock the danger levels. Now, this is my first run, so we don't have any new characters, any knowledge on the weapons or anything. Apparently, we can do some collateral damage. I don't actually know how many we can collab. Only two. And judging by the timer up there, I'm assuming that there is a set amount of time per wave. There is. And then you get money and, by the looks of a level up. So let's see. Whoopsie. We could go with some speed. We could even go with some damage, but I'm gonna go with crit. And then here we go. We have some more ranged weapons. So I wanna do for our first run, I wanna try and do a gun only run. So anything that has that gun tag. So one like this. Uh when we pick up a material, that might be good. We'll buy that and then we'll buy that and we'll lock that. So that should now save for when we get the money for it next wave. Now, I have no idea how many waves there are in each of the levels. I think there was something about it being 20, but we will be able to have a look at it later. Why does our nose look funny? Another level up. Now, if I'm right, we can also just run around. I don't know what these trees actually do either. I think they give us food. Or probably like... I actually have no idea. Probably health. Let's see. So we can get some harvesting. We can also get some luck here. I don't know what either does, but this one's the level 2, so we'll take it. Here's 2 more guns, which we will buy before we go for the shirt. That's fine. We have a chance to heal when we pick up a material, but we lose range damage, so no. Ooh. Okay, so we can indeed have an upgraded weapon here. We can have, I think for now we're going to keep 2 of these and then 1 upgraded pistol. That should make this round go very quick. Yep. So although the pistols are a bit slow, that's fine. Because they kill the enemy in 1 hit every time. Whereas the SMG uses its basically entire magazine. Looks like we are getting a new enemy type, I think. I don't know what that was. It looked like it had a split mouth. It does, which is fine. We actually leveled up twice, which is really good. So 2 level ups, we can now get 2 different things. So we can go with more damage here, or we can go with armor. I'm going to go with armor and then range, because that's good. That's not a gun. That is a gun, and it is an explosive. So we will take that. That's good. We can also re-roll for 3. Yeah, I'm going to go with those, and then I'm going to save that, because that's cool. So now we have 6 different guns. So now we should be able to snipe enemies away from half the map away. That's what I want to say, but I actually don't know. Oh, we took damage, because I thought that the enemies would die quicker. I was being silly. That is going to be happening probably very often. Now, these shredders are really cool because they actually do a big amount of damage. And I think those other enemies, I don't know where it is now, that one there, with what looks to be 3 eyes, is a ranged enemy. Except for some reason it keeps walking up to me. Ooh. Here we go. Let's go with a more crit chance. That's perfect. The tree, the gun. We need to combine a SMG. We'll get the pistol. Here's some more harvesting. Uh, ooh, start the next wave with 1 HP, but we get 3 max HP. Okay, that's fine. Essentially, we're just gonna have to play this very carefully until we can find some fruit, because that is, I'm assuming, our life pickup. So until we can find a tree or anything like that, we have to play this very carefully and make sure not to even get close to an enemy. There we go. And now we are slightly more safe. I don't know what that box thing was, but I'm sure we will figure it out at the end of this wave. We can only hope. More fruits. We want to be as high up on that life as we can be. Alright, so we got our first achievement there. Okay, so that's what this box is. I think it's an item. So burning spreads to an additional nearby enemy. We will take that in case we get something that gives that. We could get HP regen, actually. That's really good. And then we'll take... I don't think I need engineering, so I'll go with just attack speed. What is this? Gain more materials. Ooh, I could. But instead, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to... I guess I'm going to combine that and do that. Now, I could do it again for more max health. I mean, we're pretty safe right now, so I don't see why not. Yeah, I don't see anything else that we would want. Okay, so we have a level 3 shredder and a level, like, what was it? 2 level 2 SMGs? A level 2 pistol. I mean, we're pretty well set. We just need to upgrade our SMGs a bit more. And now we're back onto a good amount of HP, so we're all sorted on that. And that should be the end of this wave easily enough. Nice, quick, easy, not even a challenge. Oh, wait, give me the trees. Ooh, we got another achievement. One range damage and one... well, it gives us range damage, so we'll take that. That's life steal. Definitely going to take life steal over anything else there. Enemies take 10% more damage for 3 seconds when first hit by elemental damage. I don't do that. When picking up a consumable while at max health. Actually, that would be good. Here's another shredder item, so let's combine those, and then we can get another one. Let's do that. A medical turret would be interesting, but loot aliens. I don't know what that is. We'll take it. So we got another shredder. We got a tier 3 SMG, I believe. I don't know. I won't lie. I completely lost track of what I was even doing. We got a tree. We got those. That whole like group of enemies just exploded. Got to love the shredder. Now I want a tree that instead of giving me a fruit gives me items. And I want multiple trees that do that. Thank you. There was one. Let's hope we can get another few here. That is not an item. I do need, what's it called? I need more gather radius. That's what I need. Because we have to walk onto it. Attacks have a 25% chance to deal 3 times 2 burning damage. Yes, please. Thank you. We could get more speed here. Yeah, we'll take the speed. So it's good. We do have a lot of range, especially just from this. What is our range at actually here? 95. Okay. So if we get rid of that, we get a bunch of crit chance and dodge. So we'll definitely take that. And then we can re-roll. Yeah, we'll take that because that's just a little bit more like small things that don't really matter. I will re-roll again. Let's see. So we get 10 HP regen while standing still, but we do lose some range. Or we can get some more attack speed for some damage reduction. I do believe I will take that. And lens, that's good. So now we have more attack speed. We have more, what's it called? Actually, I completely forgot what we bought already. This is going so well. Now, there are these big brutes of people that I don't quite like, if I'm honest. I find them to be quite rude. They are tanky, and I don't like it when the enemy can survive more than a second. That's going to be something that is worrying. Because the moment there's too many of them, along with other enemies, we might get overwhelmed. There we go. Perfect. We're actually managing quite alright. We did get shot. That's just something we're going to have to remember to watch out for. But with that, the wave is over. Perfect. So, ooh, what's this? So, 25% chance to deal 1 damage to a random enemy when an enemy dies. Obviously, we take that. That's quite an easy choice. We are going to just take straight up percentage damage. I could take more lifesteal, but instead I'm going to go with crit. Well, here we go. What's our harvesting at? Our harvesting is pretty good, so we'll take that. And then another shredder gun. So let us recycle this. By that, we can re-roll again. Melee damage, range damage, elemental damage, but my max HP is capped at its current value. Our max HP is really low. It's only on 33. We take like 5 damage already just from the most basic of things, so that's a no. We take 12% less damage, but I do want more harvesting because that's how much money we get. So you earn 40 materials and XP at the end of the wave, increases by 5% every time it activates until wave 20, then decreases by 20% instead. So that's quite alright. This is nice when the enemies are nice and easy. They're easy to kill. They aren't tanky at all. We can easily manage. I don't see any trees. Always an upsetting time when we don't have a beautiful tree to guide our way. Now the tanky enemies are arriving. So we have to play a tad bit more careful. Just to ensure that we don't walk into a group of enemies trying to escape a tank one. I do need to not run after a tank if it's run past me. But I won't lie, I didn't even realize. Oh, we got ourselves an item already, which is beautiful because I think that was like our first tree. We have been taking damage and I didn't even notice. But that's alright. Because there is plenty of fruit all over the place. So even though we took damage there, we're back at max health. 8% more damage, but special enemies appear at the beginning of the next wave. Honestly, for the 8% extra damage, we're going to take that easily. I do want more attack speed. Here's another normal pistol. Actually, this is fine, because if I combine that, I can buy that, combine that. And now if I reroll here, that is a minigun. Holy cow. So it only does 2 damage. But it does have lifesteal on it, and it's already a level 3 item, so I don't see why we wouldn't take that. What does this metal do? It lowers our crit chance. What is our crit chance? Currently, it's 18%. But we get 3 max HP, 3% damage, 1 armor, and 3% speed. Honestly, if I take this and then I take that, we get a total of 3 armor, along with 3 HP, 3 speed, all at the cost of 4 crit chance. But I can't afford that just yet, so we'll be fine. Let's reroll just a few times here. And then we can actually lock that. Why not? Alright. So we do have a minigun now. That was a lot of projectiles. Now the minigun, as fast as it does shoot, doesn't actually do damage. So we need to just be careful on that note, because it is a low damage weapon, but it will fire an insane amount of times. So I'm just going to try and keep playing it safe. It is a very loud game. Let me actually see if I can turn it down quickly. General sound. There we go. Just because my ears do not want to be bleeding. And if we are going to be shooting this fast, this often, then bleeding is the only thing they will be doing. As I thought, there was a tree up here. Can't be having a tree being elsewhere when I am in need of their items. That hurts. But that's fine, because there is fruit. And we're back at max HP anyway. So the item is 20% more range and 10% attack speed for some knockback reduction. That's fine. I don't actually see where the knockback is. I don't really care. Secondary. Yeah, knockback. Oh, no. Actually, that is a really funny thought that just came to mind, is that we now do negative knockback, which means they get brought towards us. So we're going to do that. That way we have a... So we can combine this if we can get another tier 2 SMG. Ooh, that's fine. There we go. Another tier 2 SMG. Deal more damage against bosses and elites. We will lock that. Let's combine these pistols. I nearly recycled that. That would have sucked. But now we have a tier 3 pistol, tier 3 SMG, tier 3 minigun, tier 4 shredder. So that's really good. And then 2 more tier 2 SMGs. I'm going to reroll just one more time. 2 more times. Sharp bullets. No, that's not really worth it. Alien magic. What is our luck currently? It's at a 0. So we're not actually going to take that. That's fine. Because I don't want to go into a negative score in luck. That guy took a lot longer to kill than I would like. But that's fine. I think these guys are the new tanks, given that they are covered in bone. Seems to be the case. I'm not too sure. We have already leveled up as the round started, which is amazing. So we are now more than capable of surviving. Because I can totally survive just based off of the fact that I leveled up. We did take damage already. I don't know how. Probably from a ranged projectile I didn't know existed. That sounds about right. Sounds about how everything normally goes. We are probably... Oh, we're actually fine. We actually made it out of there. Never mind. Ow. I need to do more damage. So my one problem is that we don't do enough damage right now. That is basically it. Otherwise, we're doing pretty good. Hey, ask and you shall receive 8% more damage. Here is burning activates 100% slower though. I don't know about that. We are going to take that because it's more damage against bosses, so of course we'll take it. Killing a tree spawns a turret, which is really good. No. At the moment, it is too risky to take... Ooh, how much is our HP regeneration right now? So we regenerate 1 HP every roughly 2 seconds. If we take this, we get a bunch more luck, though. So I'm going to lock that. Luck I am going to deem quite an important stat. One of the runs that we'll probably do in a future episode will just be a luck build, I think. That could be fun, where we do our best to just maximize our luck stat and see how far we can get. Now, there is also an endless mode, so eventually when we have everything unlocked, we're going to be doing endless modes to just see how crazy we can get some builds to go, and also see how far we can actually get in the game. But for now, we're just gonna keep messing around. Hey, that was an enemy that was on fire. I finally got to see our elemental damage in effect. I ran into that enemy. We are completely fine though. Some more trees down here. Now I do want more trees because we need items, and they are free items, and they are also kind of fun items I don't really get anywhere else. We got another achievement. Ooh. Now, given that we are going to reduce our HP regeneration for luck, I'm going to take that. And then, I mean, it's a level 4 upgrade, so of course we're going to take that. Now we're going to take that. And now we now regenerate 1 HP every basically 1 second. And we're going to take both of those. Enemies get more life? No, I'm afraid I can't risk that. We lose another armor. That's fine, because it's more crit chance. So we are now at a 39% crit chance, which is really good, along with a 40 attack speed, so that's cool. We're going to reroll one more time. Burning deals an additional 10% of the current enemy HP as damage. 1% for bosses and elites. So we are going to lock that because regardless, that's pretty cool. And then why not just take a book? Why not? Okay, these guys have helmets on. For a moment there, I thought that the enemies that we were just shooting with an infinite amount of bullets decided that the best course of action was to go to a salon and get their hair done. But it is actually just a helmet, I think. Who knows? It could be hair. I could be wrong. Hey, look, it's a turret. We have a buddy. Now, whether these turrets are any good or not, I have no idea. But regardless, a turret shoots out bullets, and therefore, they are welcome. Hey, don't shoot a bullet at me. I'm the bullet man. We actually might be able to make it to the max wave here. Depending. I don't actually know. We are taking a lot of damage. I'm pretty sure that guy was a special. Because that guy had a... Yeah, so that's a charging guy enemy that has armor on. So we are going to need to be careful of them. Boiling water. So we get more elemental damage where we lose 1 max HP. Or we can just get 20 more gold. We'll take the 20 money. Ooh. Okay, so I could get the Greek fire. Because it is just more damage. So we'll carry on. That's fine. Now whenever we actually trigger our burn, we deal a max percentage of their HP. And hopefully that will lead us to victory. That could also actually be a fun build, because I saw that there was a fireball earlier, which means that there must be other forms of magic, and therefore, if you want me to be a wizard, let me know in the comments down below, because that would be a interesting build to try and do. I think we just lost over half of our HP with 1 shot. Okay, so it does 12 damage per, like, ranged shot that they do now, which means that I have to be incredibly careful here. We are back at max HP, so that's good. We managed to dodge an enemy attack there, which is really good. That we couldn't dodge because I suck. Aha! Alright, we actually survived. We love the idea of more trees. We love the idea of more HP regen. So now, we get 1 per second. Amazing. Laser gun, double barrel. Those aren't any high levels. That is a high level. It does a decent amount of damage. Let's see. How... A cooldown of... Where's our pistol? So it has a much shorter cooldown than our pistol even. We will take it. So we're just going to combine that. And we're going to take that. And then we're going to re-roll again. A laser gun. Now, it does a lot of damage. It pierces 1 enemy, whereas this pierces none. Okay. So this does pierce an enemy. It does a lot of damage, but it does have a long cooldown. I'm going to lock it regardless, just because it could be really good. We will take that, making it a 50% chance to deal damage when we kill an enemy. So that'll be really good. But now we do have a revolver, which fires a high damage bullet really quick, nearly as fast as an SMG. So that is really good news, because that means that we just upped our DPS by a large margin, I'm sure. Not that I have any way to check, sadly. But I'm sure if I were to just kill an enemy fast enough, it would prove it. Now, these enemies don't really fire projectiles directly at me. They just fire the projectile in a random direction and call it a day. Which is a blessing in disguise, because that's super helpful in keeping me alive. We have a ton of turrets too, which is really good. I can't really kill those enemies that group up like that, but I do want these trees, because that is 3 items for free this run. This one wave. Now, I did want all of that money, but I think that was a bad idea. Let's see. So we don't need the melee damage, and the one range damage is not worth the loss of an HP regen. We can do piercing damage, where we lose 2% damage itself, so no. This might be good. To heal for 1 HP. Oh, I don't know. It's experience, so we'll take it. Let's re-roll this. Here we go. We'll just re-get our life regen back. Here's a tier 3 SMG, so we're going to combine those. Actually, wait. Now I'm not too sure if I want to go with a tier 3 SMG or a tier 3 laser gun. Let me buy that and then lock this, and let's see if we can get a one of these as a tier 3 instead. That's a tier 2. Because if we can get one of those, duplicates the next item you get from the shop. Yeah, okay. Nullifies the damage of one hit taken every wave, or we get 40%, but we do when you take damage until the end of the wave. Okay, so this would be actually really, really good. So when we take damage, we lose 4% of the percentage damage, but we gain 40. So we just went up by so much damage, which is really good. This scope actually might be good too, but we do lose attack speed. What is our attack speed at right now? Nah, we're not gonna waste that. I think for the next wave we'll buy the laser gun. But for this wave we only have 5 guns. But given how much damage we do, we're safe. I would say we're pretty much in the clear, because we just upped our damage by an insane margin instantly for free. I mean, there is nothing better than that. Even now, I can just melt these enemies. Let's get ourselves here a tree. That's a free item. A bunch of enemies spawn in, and they all immediately just explode. They have nothing on us. I don't want to take any damage because it does lower our damage. So we are going to just be extremely careful to the best of our capabilities here. Some of these enemies seem to be getting buffed. Okay, so just because now we took damage, we are doing less damage just by, I think, 4% only, which isn't too bad. We killed a total of 50 trees. Now, we could take this because we have a lot of luck, but I'm not going to because I don't think we have enough luck. I'm going to take more attack speed, and we're going to take that, like I said. So we now have 6 different weapons, which we got an achievement for. We're going to unlock that because we don't want it. We could take this, but I don't want to lose any more damage. In fact, I want to gain more damage. And then I think what we'll do is we will take... no, we don't. We could actually take an incendiary turret because that would help with the Greek fire. So for the next wave, we'll take an incendiary turret. I'm hoping it's an item that doesn't require a weapon slot though, and it's just something that spawns around the map. Because we're kind of full on when it comes to the weapons. We don't really have a capability of upgrading any either. We have already taken damage, which is really bad. That's a really, really bad start. These enemies are getting a bit tough to kill though. So we are having to be extra careful. We might have to try our hardest to just really survive each of these waves now. But regardless, we have already nearly reached the max wave on our first ever run. So that's really good. We've reached level 20. We are nearly dead. We are just constantly taking damage here. Ooh, this is getting very close. But, you know, given how long this has been, it makes sense. We are going to take this and then this too here. We're going to take both of those. Max HP, 1 less HP recovered. If I get more HP regen, then that's fine. Because now we get at least 1 HP every second. Bottom line is we are going to be fine. So we also have this incendiary turret, which is really good because that is going to be doing Greek fire damage, which means that they take max HP damage even, which is insane, and it is it's constantly burning enemies for us. So we are doing a-okay. Whoa. Okay, here we go. Here's another item. Now, I don't remember if I took that one thing that gave us more experience. But we haven't leveled up. There we go. See, I'm looking on, oh no. I need to be careful and see if I can just chillax for a bit to heal up without taking damage. So I'm going to just be paying close attention. Okay, and we're fine. No, we don't want that. I do want that. Tyler. Spawns a little guy. That's all you had to say. I love me a little guy. Let's reroll this. Yeah, why not? We'll take the 3 damage. That's fine. 20% more luck and dodge percentage, but we do lose some life steal. We don't have much to begin with. Huh. Yeah, why not? We'll take that. That's pretty good. Scar gives us 20% more XP gain, but we do lose. We'll take the plants for more life regen. So now we're getting nearly 2 per second. Uh, how much? What is our range again? Our range is 985. We'll take it. That's fine. Some more engineering, which is fine. I don't know what engineering does. For every currently burning enemy. That's a level 1 gun. It's a level 2 gun. We need at minimum a level 3 gun that is similar to one of our level 3 guns, because if we can get one of those, we'll be all good. For now, that's fine. We were able to up our max HP regen. We have a little guy, which I love. Look at the little guy. He's just a little guy. I love me a little guy. Let's just hope that we are not going to get surrounded here. Because I hate to say it, but that's exactly what it looks like is happening. I want to just kind of try and sneak around everywhere to the best of my capabilities. Excuse me, excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. Hey, look, an opening. Mistakes. Pain and suffering. Give unto me more trees. Now, the one reason that it's really important that we can find more trees is because of those turrets, and as little damage as they do, I'm sure it is what keeps us alive. Some of these waves. We are so close to... There we go. So, a very, very long episode, but we are actually making it all the way through, which is insane. We're going to buy another one of these. Weapons can no longer be upgraded or recycled. Honestly, I don't think we're getting that. That's fine. We get 30 more HP and 30 more max damage. No, we don't. Why not? Oh, it's because it's a unique. Okay, that's fine, honestly. We'll take that. We'll re-roll just to see if there's anything good. There was, in fact, nothing good. Go wave 20. So this is, I believe, the final wave. So there is the boss. Get away from me, you smell. Oh, he has like an attack. Ow. Okay, that's really annoying to dodge. Uh-oh. This is worrying me. Ow. Get some health items. Go closer, that's fine. We made it. That is insane. So, we managed to win on our first ever attempt. So, this should unlock difficulty, danger level 1, along with apparently a bunch of new characters. So, let's see, we got the old guy, the lucky guy, which is really cool. The renegade, I don't know who that is. A glutton. Oh, we actually got a lot of people. The mutant. That's really cool. The generalist, you can only, okay, so 3 of each type. 3 range, 3 melee. The explorer, that's fine. The vagabond, the apprentice, the loud character, a potato, which is insane, romantic guy, and then a one-armed guy, which means only one weapon, which is crazy. But that is where I'm going to end off the episode here. So these were our stats at the end. Nothing too crazy. We are going to work on trying to make some really crazy builds when we do end this runs. I might now go and start doing some runs where we kind of just unlock everything. I'll probably do this all off camera so that we can start doing some crazy runs on camera. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you guys made it all the way to the end of this extremely long episode, thank you so much. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.